Do you reckon the suburbs of Brisbane are just quiet and safe at night? I used to think so. My name's Daniel. Lately I've been hitting this 24-hour gym after midnight to beat the crowds. It's a basement setup. No windows, no phone reception, and that thick, stagnant air that makes you feel like the walls are closing in. Last Thursday, around 2 a.m, the place was a ghost town. I was mid-set on the chest press when I caught something in the mirror. Down at the far end, by the treadmills, a bloke was standing there. He was wearing a black raincoat and a beanie. It was a stinking hot Queensland night, so the gear made no sense. He wasn't training, he was just staring, dead set locked onto me. If you're still with us, hit that subscribe button. The mystery only gets deeper from here. I tried to ignore him and move to the heavy weights section. The walls there are just massive mirrors. As I was doing some dumbbell curls, I saw him again in the reflection. He was peeking from behind a punching bag, just one eye visible, tracking me like a hawk. Every time I'd look directly at him, he'd duck back into the shadows. I started sweating, and it wasn't from the workout. It was pure, cold dread. I grabbed my gear and bolted for the lockers. As I was changing, I heard someone breathing heavy right outside the locker room door. I found a bit of courage and swung the door open, but the hallway was empty, just the machines sitting there like metal skeletons in the dark. I ran to the front desk. The receptionist, a young girl, looked up, surprised. I said, "Mate, there's a weirdo in a raincoat following me around in there." She looked at the monitors, then back at me. The gym was empty. According to the cameras, I was the only person in the building. She told me, "Sir, you're probably just buggered from the workout. No one else has checked in for over an hour." I tried to convince myself I'd lost the plot. I walked out to the car park, fumbling for my keys in the pitch black. Then I heard it. The sound of boots sprinting on concrete. Tap, tap, tap. I spun around and saw him. The raincoat bloke was charging out of the darkness straight at me, clutching something metallic. I scrambled into the car and slammed the locks just as he reached the window. He didn't say a word. He just pressed his face against the glass and gave me this piteous, demonic grin. I floored it, heart hammering against my ribs. In the rear view, I saw him standing under a flickering streetlight, waving goodbye like we were old mates. I didn't call the coppers. I had no proof, and the cameras didn't see him. But the next morning, I saw the news. That girl from the reception, she'd gone walkabout, missing. The CCTV showed me leaving, but what happened after that is a total mystery. Even now, when I'm home alone, I feel like that bloke in the black raincoat is standing right outside my door waiting for me to step out. What do you think of the story? Does the idea of a silent hunter in a basement gym give you the creeps? Ever felt like you weren't as alone as you thought in a public place? Let us know in the comments. Should we check out an old Sydney tunnel or an abandoned Melbourne hospital? Cheers for watching. Give it a share and stay tuned for the next mystery. Subscribe now.